The first assignment was really exciting because I should preface the trip to go diving with the interview. I'd been on the Johnny Carson show with Jim, flown back to Mutual of Omaha, knowing I was being interviewed for the best job in the world. And as the questions came to me, they said, we know that you've worked with big cats, we know you've worked with bears, we understand you've designed these breeding programs. Do you handle snakes? And I said, of course I handle snakes. Then they said, now do you do a lot of underwater work? Do you scuba dive? And I hesitated for that 1 second when there's a little voice in your head that says, always tell the truth. And I said, of course I scuba dive. Don't ever do that. 2 weeks later, the script shows up at our house along with a sketch of my wetsuit they're going to measure me for. It's a bright yellow wetsuit with flags and my name on it. And it says in the script, you'll be diving with white sharks in Australia. You'll be studying whether sharks are attracted to bright colors, as well as testing a new shark repellent. So I called a friend of mine and said, you've got to teach me to scuba dive. So we spent about 4 hours together in a tank. We were swimming with dolphins. We did some buddy breathing. And he said, you're very comfortable underwater. You'll have no problem. 2 weeks later, we're anchored off of a place appropriately called Dangerous Reef, where the white sharks come, as you well know, Jim, to feed on the fur seals. And we're chumming to have the sharks get close enough to the cage to film them. The way you chum them is you have big fish heads on balloons on fishing line, and when the balloons go down like bobbers, up come these giant dorsal fins and these jaws that are feeding on the chum. I was putting my scuba gear together, and the head diver leaned over to me and said, Peter, how long have you been diving? I said, quite a while. Why do you ask? I was just diving a couple of weeks ago in California. He said, well, you put your scuba gear on backwards. Now tell me, how long have you been diving? So I told him, and he said, you'll be fine. As it turns out, I was. We dove for 2 weeks. We have some wonderful shots with white sharks and seals, some very exciting footage of a shark dragging Tom's cage underwater as he bites through his air hoses. Very famous footage. And that was one of my more exciting Wild Kingdom dive trips.